On March 10, 2026, despite the lingering chill of early spring, a large crowd gathered at Alexanderplatz in Berlin, Germany. The day marked the 67th anniversary of the Tibetan Uprising. The rally, jointly organized by the Association of Tibetans in Germany and the Tibet Initiative Germany, brought together Tibetans, Uyghurs, Hong Kongers, Christians, and representatives of international human rights organizations, all united in condemning the Chinese Communist Party for its systematic persecution of human rights. The event began at 2 p.m. Dundup Donka, president of the Association of Tibetans in Germany, delivered a speech. He pointed out that Tibet continues to face severe human rights challenges. Tibetan children are being forced into boarding schools where they gradually lose their language and culture, and many political prisoners who remain steadfast in their faith are still detained. He called on the international community to pay attention to these issues and shouted the Tibetan slogan "Victory to Tibet," which was echoed by the crowd. The march then officially began. The procession set off from Alexanderplatz. Along the route, the vibrant Tibetan snow lion flags waved in the wind, drawing the attention of many Berlin residents who stopped to watch. Upon arriving in front of the German Foreign Ministry building, representatives of different communities delivered speeches in turn. A Uyghur representative stated that the CCP's policies of forced ideological indoctrination and cultural eradication in Xinjiang are also taking place in Tibet. Banning the use of native languages and stripping away ethnic identity have become shared suffering for both ethnic groups. Amy Xiu, a representative of Freedom for Hong Kong, frankly mentioned that in the past, the phrase "Free Tibet" had seemed to her like a distant slogan. It was only after the erosion of the rule of law in Hong Kong, and as many young people were imprisoned or even lost their lives for pursuing democracy, that she came to truly understand the heavy price behind those words. She called on oppressed groups to strengthen cooperation and help more people understand the truth. Xiao Xiao, a Christian from the Church of Almighty God, said in her speech that even while living overseas, she still feels the shadow of transnational repression. Quoting the Bible verse, "There is no fear in love," she prayed for everyone present and expressed her sincere hope that Tibetan families might one day reunite and that people of different faiths could live and worship freely in an environment without fear. As the sun began to set, the marchers eventually arrived at the Chinese embassy in Germany. Tibetans stood solemnly and sang the Tibetan national anthem, their voices filled with both grief and deep longing for their homeland. A message of official greeting from the Central Tibetan Administration in Dhurmshala was then read aloud. After several hours, the march concluded with chants of "We want human rights." As the crowd gradually dispersed into the evening light, the call "We are connected" continued to echo through the streets of Berlin.